Good morning, class. I am here to teach you technical communication, and the topic which we have chosen today, that is something essential communication skill for a leader. So let me explain you this word, that is leader. It means that leader, one who lead. It does not mean that the political leader only. Okay, so you can find examples of leader many ways and in many areas. If I take examples of your class, I can say the class representative. Your class representative is a kind of leader. If I talk about the companies, I can say that the CEOs, the project manager are a kind of leader. Let me explain you this word leader with some examples. I want to ask a question that one who play is known as player. Definitely ER, we have added ER in play. So one who initiate is known as initiator. One who lead is known as leader. So wherever you find someone is leading something, initiating something, it's he or she will be a leader. So in this topic we are not specifically talking about political leader. We are talking about the leaders in our society, in our community. Okay, you can say that your project manager is a kind of leader, your CR is a kind of leader, and if you take me as examples, I am taking your class, so it means what? I am initiating your class. It means I am a kind of leader. So we are here to discuss what are the essential qualities or qualification in communication for a leader. So I have explained to you, leader does not mean only political leader. It's a very vast term. Okay, one who initiate, one who lead is known as leader. So the first quality we are going to discuss, that is adaptability. Okay, what does it mean? Adaptability is something, literal meaning, I can say that the ability to change yourself. Okay, ability to change yourself. So why it is necessary to change yourself in communication? Let me explain it to you, that a leader should have quality to adopt his or her speech according to the intellect of the audience. If audience is not understanding your language, the way of speaking, your explanation, nothing worth to you. It means you are just wasting your time, because you have to make them understand. So that's why a leader, whenever leader is communicating with someone, he or she should adopt according to the intellect of the audience. Suppose I am teaching all this to a 3-year-old child. What does it mean? Is there any value of my class? Definitely not. I am teaching this in the BTech class because you understand this. You are going to utilize all these things. Your capability is quite grown. So you can utilize this, you can understand all these things. So whenever a leader is speaking, he or she should try to understand the intellect of the audience. Okay, by this way he can guide them in a better way. He can govern them. Okay. Next part that is essential, that is transparency. Transparency, that means, let me explain it to you with an example. You all have seen in many films, in daily behavior, that some of the members are complaining that I don't know what is going on in the company. I don't have any idea what is going on here. So it means there is no transparency between the members and the leader. So whenever a leader tries to speak, tries to convey something, he or she should be transparent about what he or she is doing, what is going on in the company. Okay, what is going on in the atmosphere in which they are residing. It should be very clear. It should be transparent between the members and the leader. Next topic, that is ability to ask open-ended questions. Next essential quality that is necessary in a leader in a specific to communication, that is ability to ask open-ended question. What does it mean that this term open-ended question? Let me explain you that open-ended questions means a question which have no specific answer. There is no objective answer. You can't say that yes or no. If I ask a question that what do you mean by success, you can't say yes or no. You have your own views about the success. If I ask a question that what do you mean by success? Probably you may say that I want a good placement and that's my success. I want to good earn money. And if I ask the same question with a monk or with a sage, he or she will say that it's a kind of salvation that I need. So it means what? Ability to ask open-ended question. A leader should have ability to ask open-ended question. By this way, he or she can get the real perspective of a person. Okay, what a person thinks. Suppose if I ask you a question that what do you mean by success, or what is the meaning of life? It may be different from myself. If you ask me this question, I have my own answer. If I ask you, you have your own answer. I mean, you can find different answers. Okay, so why it is necessary? Why asking this open-ended question is necessary? It's because a leader can find out what my members are thinking, what is the real perspective, and by this way he can guide him or her in a better way. Next, that is empathy. There are two words, one is empathy and another one is sympathy. So you all have heard about sympathy. That is something we call sahanubhuti or something. Okay, when we console someone, okay, I am with you. So with words only. Sympathy is something you console someone with words. But here is a term empathy, which means when you place yourself on the place, when you put yourself on the place of others. Okay, if someone is not feeling well, try to place yourself on the place of him or her. By that way, you can feel the actual feeling of a person. And if you feel, then you can guide him or narrate him in a better way, so that company should run in a proper way. So empathy, that is something when you try to understand others' feelings, okay, by putting yourself on the place of others. Next, that is necessary, that is open body language. Body language should be open. It means what? When a leader is motivating someone, he or she should synchronize his words and action according to the situation. Suppose I am motivating you, I should not say like wake and do whatever you want. I should have my gestures motivating you, encouraging you that yes, you can do it by this way. So it means what? Whenever a leader tries to communicate, he or she should have open body language. That means his gestures and words synchronize with each other. Next topic, that is receiving and implementing feedback. Feedback is something you all know. Okay, so you all have learned that there is a sender in a communication process. There is a sender, there is a medium, there is a receiver. Receiver decodes, and after decoding he gives feedback. So in communication, leaders should have qualities of receiving and implementing feedback. He should not be critical always about the feedback. Maybe feedbacks are a boon for someone to change his life. So a leader tries to listen from others, from team members, and try to implement these feedbacks if he finds that it is going to boost the company or boost the kind of nature, kind of work they are doing there. Okay, so these all 6 points we have discussed here, and let me tell you another thing, that whenever you find these types of questions, that is subjective questions, so it means there is no particular answer. There is no particular answer that you can say that this is one is correct. You can write your own answer here. It does not mean that these are the specific answer and you have to memorize it all and you have to write in your exams. You can write all these things by yourself. I mean, if I talk about the communication, that is 7 C's, you all have heard. That something is a kind of benchmark on which we find out whether our communication is good and perfect. So instead of writing all these, you can write 7 C's. But since we are dealing with the subjective answer, it means that we have to find out our answer. We are here free. We have a large scope here. We can write our answer because it's something subjective. It's not something in yes or no that you can say yes and no. Not objective. Subjective means it depends on, it's vary from person to person. So whenever you find these types of question which tries to judge you, I can say that open-ended question. It means what? You have to apply your ability of thinking and writing. Think what are the possible ways you can write answers. Okay. So in this lecture, I have explained essential qualification for a leader. You can write your answer. It does not mean that these are the answers you have to memorize and write in the examination. Since it's subjective, so you are free to write whatever you have, but you have to justify your answer. Okay, if you are saying that it's not a chalk, it's something called mango, so you have to justify yourself why it is mango, and if your justification is good enough, then I agree with you, and probably any of the men will agree with you. Okay, so I would like to end my lecture here, so hope you will like it. Okay, thank you.